Welcome back to my channel, Kate in the Place. The place in question currently is Asia. I've been travelling Asia for more than 6 months now, and now I'm in the lovely but expensive Hong Kong. Having spent my first 2 days here checking out the modern side of Kowloon and Hong Kong Island, I am seeking a more spiritual and calm experience here. First things first, I took the metro from Kowloon to Lantau Island. Another day, another island here in Hong Kong, everybody. Today I'm on Lantau Island, which is where the airport is. It's also where Disneyland Hong Kong is located, if that's something that you're interested in. With my budget and also just my interest levels, I will not be visiting there, but you know, a lot of people do. It was a very popular stop. So I just spent the last hour kind of confusingly walking around another giant mall here. I was just looking for some food. I got a sandwich and a coffee eventually. Just gonna sit over here in the benches. It's very hard to find places where you can sit down in restaurants. If it is, they're a lot more expensive. So yeah, that's just another budget thing to be aware of. I'll be honest, I did not do much research for today. I haven't been feeling great with the foot infection and everything, and I spent the morning editing some vlogs and taking it easy. And then one of the things that I was researching about before I came here was the Big Buddha, Tian Tan Buddha, which is here on Lantau Island. And I said, okay, I'll check that out. On the way, decided to do more research on the metro and figured out that you have to get a cable car to the Buddha, which costs €30. As you know, on a budget, guys, it's tricky. I've done a couple of cable cars already. None of them have been anywhere near that price. I'm kind of like, is it a much better cable car? I don't think so. I think Hong Kong is just more expensive than the other countries that I've done beautiful cable car rides in. Now, it does look amazing, but I was looking at maybe hiking to the Big Buddha instead, but then with the foot, that's a problem as well. It's like a 2.5 hour hike. Apparently you can do it. Also, it's super hot here. So I'm going to have my lunch here and figure it out. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do. There's also a fishing village on the other side of the island, on a quite remote side. It's like 45 minutes away on a bus called Tai O Fishing Village, which sounds really interesting. There are houses with stilts, and it's kind of a traditional part of Hong Kong still that's away from the hustle and the bustle of the city. So maybe I'll do that instead. I'm gonna go figure it out. I think I found a solution. So you can also get a bus to the Big Buddha. There's also a monastery there. It's in Ngong Ping is the name of the town or the village, and you can get the number 23 bus if you're looking from Tung Chung, where I am now, to Ngong Ping. So it leaves in 9 minutes. Let's go. Just about made it. Alright everybody, welcome to Ngong Ping. This is it. It looks absolutely stunning, and oh my god, the scenery on the drive here, I was not expecting from Hong Kong. You go through a national park and it's absolutely out of this world. The mountains are so dramatic, so high. There are lakes, you can see the sea, pristine beaches with nobody on them. Absolutely stunning. Hong Kong, you have surprised me. So this is the village of Ngong Ping here behind me, and it is very touristy, but really cute as well, really nice. And then the Big Buddha is the other direction. So I'm going to have a quick walk around here and head up. I think it's like 263 steps maybe to the top of the Big Buddha. God, it's so hot now, and it is the middle of the day. The steps going up to the Buddha are absolutely jammers. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a wait, and I'm going to visit the Po Lin Monastery, which is behind me here. So that was a beautiful monastery, so colourful, very busy, but you know, for a good reason, and it's right next to the big Buddha here. Absolutely beautiful, well worth a visit. There's also a hall of 10,000 Buddha statues, all gold, amazing, but you can't film in there or you can't take photos or anything, so just take my word for it, it was very nice. Everything looked super new to me, and I thought maybe this was a very new, very modern monastery, but actually it was built in 1906, but maybe they've renovated it. The colours are just so vibrant that it doesn't look old at all. But yeah, maybe that's just a style that I'm not very used to. It's gorgeous. There's all these signs around the place about wild cattle and buffalo here on the island, and I was thinking, yeah, probably not in here, literally in here. Well, that's a workout and a half. I can see the cable cars over there now. It looks amazing, it really does. I'd say the views are spectacular, but just with the budget, it's not a priority for me right now. I still get to see my big Buddha. She's pretty big. Good morning everyone. Today is my last day in Hong Kong. I fly out tonight to my next destination, which I won't tell you about just yet, but I am looking forward to it. But I am sad that my time here in Hong Kong is coming to an end. To be fair, I feel like I've seen an awful lot in my few days here, and with the budget being tight, backpacker life, I can't really stay any longer anyway, to be honest. 4 days is it's pretty good. So I'm finishing off my visit with a trip to the 10,000 Buddha Monastery. Now this is actually quite an interesting place because it's not actually a monastery, because no monks live here. It was built in the mid 20th century, 1957 it opened, and it's all lay people that run it, but it does have actually over 10,000 Buddhas in the area. So it has up to 13,000 golden Buddhas just like this, which makes it a very popular tourist attraction here in Hong Kong. Let's check it out. I think there might also be 10,000 steps up here, to be honest. It's crazy to me how they're all so different as well. They all have different shaped faces, different facial expressions. This guy here, he's chilling with his leg out. This guy has a basket of gourds. Oh my god, it's so steep. Oh, look at this. It's worse than Patrick's Hill in Cork. If you know, you know. These are getting stranger and stranger. Some of them have really weird limbs. There's animals now. Pretty chaotic. I did it! I'm at the top. Very interestingly here, the guy who built this place, Yuet Kai is his name, he was from mainland China, and his body was embalmed when he died, and it's in the main hall still, so obviously you can't take pictures or videos in there, but I'm kind of morbidly fascinated to see how that works, so I'm gonna have a look. Wow, this monastery is absolutely beautiful. The detail is amazing. It reminds me a lot of some of the ones I saw in Taiwan and also in Malaysia, which isn't surprising given the Chinese influence in those places, but amazing. I also just met 3 lovely Filipino women there. I was taking their picture and we got chatting, and then we all took pictures together and looked around the temple a bit. They're so friendly. I miss the Philippines, man. The Philippines was so great. Oh. I love it when you find yourself in random traditional alleys and places like this in countries like Hong Kong, where it's, you know, modern and crazy. But no, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm looking for a heritage centre, and yeah, Google Maps isn't great here, so I'm confused. But this is pretty cool to see. So the area where the 10,000 Buddha monastery is actually in what we call Newtown, which is further inland, I suppose, not too far from mainland China, and I certainly feel like I'm in China here. I'm confused, lost, so interesting. But there's just massive complexes of shops, restaurants, everything, and I've been trying to do it on a budget, guys. Most main courses here will cost you like 10 to 20 euro, which isn't actually that bad, to be honest. But I'm trying to keep things down, so I managed to get an iced coffee here for, coffee is very expensive because I guess it's mostly tea here, milk tea, and boba tea is a big thing here. But the coffee was about €4, so that's what it is. I need it. And then I got some stuff from a bakery and some fruit, and now I just have to find somewhere to sit down and eat it. But that's kind of been the general consensus, is go to the shop and get something. Usually there's a 7-Eleven with a few nice bits. It is a pity, you know, obviously I'd like to try some more food. I'm hoping to go for dim sum tonight. I found some budget options for dim sum, but yeah, it's tricky definitely on a budget here. It depends on your priorities, you know. I quite like having a little picnic anyway, but of course if you want to sit down properly and eat in somewhere, I will say my feet are tired and sore from all the walking around, and yeah, not many places to sit. But yeah, it's so interesting because this is like the local situation. This is what people in Hong Kong are doing. This is a place where English isn't really spoken so much, and the signs aren't in English as much as in, I suppose, Kowloon and that. I found myself at another peaceful little haven here in Hong Kong. Like, I always think I'm going to love the hustle and bustle, you know. I booked Hong Kong because I thought, wow, it's so different. It's going to be really cool to just like walk around, see the tall buildings, and that's cool for like a day, maybe two, but on day 4 I'm like, okay, I need some peace and quiet. I'm a country girl, so I like to have a little bit of zen, and what better place to come than the Chi Lin Nunnery. This is in the heart of the city. It's a haven. It's absolutely stunning, and yeah, I can't wait to show you around. Let's go. You know, whenever I hear nunnery, I always think of Hamlet, you know, get thee to a nunnery, why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? And I must say, there's worse places to be than a nunnery. This place is so nice. It was built as a refuge for Buddhist nuns, and it's still actually a Buddhist monastery today as well, so there's just an air of zen around the place. And yeah, excellent for a retreat. It is just so relaxing. Final order of business here in Hong Kong. I've come back to the waterfront that I was at a few days ago to watch the sunset. Pretty non-existent, to tell you the truth, but also to see maybe a light show. I heard that there's one on every evening. If not, it'll be lovely to see this waterfront area in Hong Kong Island here by night. Hong Kong has been very different to the other places I've visited. Even Singapore, which is known as an expensive visit, Hong Kong is ridiculously expensive, very luxurious. I definitely don't have the right clothes to wear for it. It's lux life, but at the same time it's great to see the old traditions that go along with it, and some of the kind of outskirts of Hong Kong that you can still see the traditional way of life, and it's interesting to see the lux life as well. It's just not the life for me, I have to say. So I've enjoyed my time here, and guys, I will see you in the next place.